Hello, everyone, and welcome to the USSFL. Today we got Waco versus the Hamilton Nuggets. Here are your featured players of the game. Nikola Jokic, quarterback of the Hamilton Nuggets, will be the major player of the game to watch as we bring you over for the coin toss here in Hamilton. Now then, if you're wondering what this is the USSFL, a simulation league. I am your regional broadcaster, Zigtec, for the Hamilton Nuggets, which I will be bringing you all Hamilton games this season, but only Hamilton games this season. If you would like to see the rest of the league, I will have all links in the description and pinned comment for Kenny Johnson in the YouTube channel, which has everything as we bring you to the kickoff. And also Canuck Play, the creator of Doug Flutie Maximum Football 2020, our unofficial sponsor of this broadcast, as it brings you over to 1st and 10 from their own 17 to begin this game 1 of the season. Nikola Jokic was gonna take it back, and he's gonna find Sterling up the left sideline for a nice gain for a first down. Now then, there are 5 players on this team that will be highlighted throughout the entire season. We're going to slowly get to them as they're used. But Nikola Jokic is the major one. 99 throw accuracy, 95 throw power, as he gets another first down through throwing to Kaminsky across the middle. Whew. This is going to be a fun one, folks, so strap in. We got games all throughout the next month, probably, as he's going to find Jones. Trey Jones, wide receiver 1 on the team. As right now, Hamilton is cooking, being described as a well-built machine, because he's going to find Kaminsky across this right sideline, as it's going to bring up another 1st and 10, and there is our second player, and it is Ben Bones, the Bone Miser, the running back of Hamilton, as Nikola Jokic is going to take it for himself. That is a rare sight that we will probably never see, as he's going to actually pick up 3 yards for make a solid 3rd and 2, and here more than likely is going to be a pass. Maybe Ben Bones hasn't been solidified enough, as it will be a pass, and it's going to be Sterling, but he's going to run backwards and not get the first. What a blunder by Sterling, as now, and they're not going to, this is a very bad decision. Personally, I would have went for it personally, the way that they were cooking in. Oh, he's going to miss. To top it all off, they're going to miss the field goal. And just like that, all that work was for naught, as they drove so far just to get nowhere, as however Waco is going to bring it up to a 2nd and 4 here as they get started on their first drive of the game, hoping to do better than what Hamilton did, as their quarterback is going to get taken down, Peterson. And it will be by a shoe. 3rd and 4, Peterson is going to step up, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete, and it's 4th and 4, as they are, in fact, going to punt it. Now then, coming up is our 3rd player, and that would be Nick Navarro. arguably the fastest man in human history with a recorded mile of roughly 3 minutes and 34 seconds unofficial. That was during a 5-mile trek across the desert spanning from South California and southern Arizona, however, so could have been a lot faster than that. As Nikola Jokic will find Watson for a first down as they're trying to let that field goal get out of their minds so that they can find a way to actually get in the end zone here. As he's going to hand it off to Ben Bones just in time for a gain of 6. Now, folks, if you let Ben Bones have his way, he will run you over. He is like Derrick Henry, but better. As he's going to find Sterling across the field, and just like that, another first down. Hamilton looking to get things done swiftly here. As Nikola is going to... Oh, no, he's actually going to fumble. A fumble recovered by Waco, and all of a sudden they have it at their own 47. A terrible mistake, terrible blunder. And oh boy, now Peterson has it. 2 people open mid there, and he's going to heave it down the field, and it's going to be caught inside the 20 for a first down. Waco. Unbelievable. As a turn of events off a single fumble has caused a real shift. As he's going to find a wide open man in the end zone, and that will be, very sadly, a touchdown. Waco, and they're the first to strike here. If you hear something, it is currently a dog. As the PAT is good, and with that, the drive summary as they take a 7-0 lead. As Hamilton now gets the ball. And I will be right back for this. Alrighty, we are back. Sorry, the analytics management has not been the best, and now we have recovered it. So we should be fine on that department, as Nikola Jokic is going to go down, very sadly. And that will be the end of the first quarter. As now we begin the second quarter, Hamilton with the ball. 2nd and 12 from the 30. Nicola's going to throw it across the middle, and it will not be caught. Very sad. It's now a 3rd and 12, 5 wide. And now he's going to find Jones, but that will only be a gain of 3. Very sadly. 4th and 9. As now Hamilton is going to punt it, and right now it's really looking like that They have lost all momentum here, and it's not looking good. So now Waco is going to get the ball and going to be swiftly taken down here. As now Hamilton is trying to play damage control pretty much. As a 2nd and 7 is now. And they're going to hand it off again, and it's going to be stopped for a 3rd and 6 coming up. Going to have an incomplete pass, which will force them to punt. Hamilton doing their best here. And right now, they have a chance to tie things up. Here we go, 1st and 10 from their own 25. And Nikola Jokic is going to get taken down very sadly. As that will bring up a long 2nd and 16 for Hamilton from their own 19. As he's going to drop back, he's going to find a wide open receiver, and it's not going to connect. Very sad. But now, a long 3rd and 16, it's not looking very good. As here's the snap, Nikola finds Kamitsky over the field. It's going to be caught, 1st down. 1st down, Hamilton. And he's gonna find Owanuga. He's gonna find him for a 1st down inside the Waco 30. That's a big gain. What a blunder by Waco. As all of a sudden Hamilton is marching down the field. Ben Bones takes it for 9 down the right for a solid gain of 9. The ball is on the 20-yard line. Here we go on 2nd and 1 on the Waco 20. A heavy rush. He's going to throw it to wide open Trey Jones. Caught. Touchdown. Hamilton. And just like that, they are on the board. 2 minutes left in the 1st half. That is what you like to see. As the kick after try will be good. The score is now 7. As I redact my last statement of the 340-ish mile, I am sorry, but during that 5-mile track, he averaged a 353 mile, not a 348 mile. My apologies, but we have made a correction now that we have the analytics division present with us here in the booth. As we get ready for kickoff after Hamilton finally got on the board here. As the returner will just barely get past their own 15 to 17. As they're looking to get something done before this half ends. as they're going to run it, and that will make a 2nd and 8. As they're going to get a 1st down here through the passing game, very sadly, as a minute 20-ish left in the game. As it's 5 wide pass. Peterson stepping back, throws it, and it's going to be caught 2nd and 6 from their own 40, and all of a sudden Waco is going. 2nd and 6 now. And it will be a QB run design up the middle to make a 3rd and 3 with 30-ish seconds left before the end of the half. Now here we go. All 3 timeouts still in hand. The questionable plays here. He's going to throw it in a heavy traffic, and it's going to be a 4th and 3 with 20 seconds left. So all of a sudden, it doesn't look like anyone's going to get points for the half here, as they're going to end up punting it here. And Nick Navarro is going to call for a fair catch at about the 20-yard line. 14 seconds left, all 3 timeouts. Doesn't seem like anything is that possible, as Nicola is going to get taken down. They're at around the line of scrimmage for a 2nd and 10 as the clock continues to run. That is halftime. 7-all. The stats tell a completely different game than what the scoreboard says. From a completely lopsided game to anyone's game. However, I can tell you that your Hamilton Nuggets should be able to pull this through the statistics and analytics. However, that means nothing if you cannot bring that onto the field with you. As here is the 2nd half kickoff. This is why I do not like taking the receiving end if you win the coin toss, because now they have the ball and there's already a score on the table. As it will be 1st and 10. Waco from their own 21 as their quarterback is going to sneak away for 4 yards. As that will bring up a 2nd and 6 for Waco, as there's going to be a penalty. It's going to be false start on the offense, and that's going to back them up 5. Kind of a blunder here. But good for your Hamilton Nuggets. As they're actually going to fumble, and all of a sudden, Hamilton's got the football on the Waco 25. And all of a sudden, things are looking up. They have the ball in prime position. This is prime real estate, and they're going to hand it off for Ben Bones, and he is going to get taken down by 2 blitzing defenders or unblocked defenders. Either way, only 2 in the backfield to meet him, as Ben Bones is going to shrug off a tackler but then get taken down. 3rd and 10 after 2 consecutive running plays up the middle. You got to think that they pass it here, right? Hopefully, Nicola to take the snap now. Drops back, throws it, incomplete, and all of a sudden they wasted a prime position. As now they're going to send out the kicking unit for a field goal attempt. As here we go, and the kick is good, and your Hamilton Nuggets Sorry. It appears that a mic caught out there, but your Hamilton Nuggets have taken the lead. Once again, week 1, we are full of blunders here that will be ironed out in the week 2 premiere. As now kicking off, 3:31 left in the third quarter. These are 5-minute quarters, so be aware. As they're going to take it and get hammered inside their own 20. As now, you gotta figure Peterson dropping back. There is a penalty, and more than likely it's gonna be defensive pass interference. I don't believe it. It's defensive pass interference is now nearly intercepted. That was a risky throw. But anyway, that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 28 here. As it's going to be a direct snap, and he's going to be taken down awfully fast. Fell forward to the line of scrimmage, though. As now, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 from their own 28, and it's going to be caught for a first down. Tragically, it's going to be caught up the middle for the first. 2:40 left in the third. 5 wide here. It's going to be a direct quarterback run, and he is going to bring it out to the 50 for a 2nd and 2. As now 2:20 remain. Calling an audible here. As now looking. He's going to hand it off, and it's going to get taken down at the line for no gain. 3rd and 2 now. What will they be doing here? Defensive line get into the sides now. As they're going to run it, and the defense is going to come up big here for a 4th and 1 at the Hamilton 49, and they are going to punt with 1:29 remaining, and Nick Navarro is going to call for a fair catch. That punt had a surrender index of a 4.77. Pretty big for a sim league, and Trey Jones is going to catch it down the middle of the field for 6 yards. Travis Jones. Second and 4 here as Nicola dropping back sees the pressure. He's going to find Davis. Davis is going to run outside the 40 for a first down. Chris Davis, his first reception is a big one. 22 yards as Nicola is going to keep it himself, and he's going to somehow get 5. Nikola Jokic, not known for his mobility, has taken 3 runs today. That's got to be some sort of record. Nicola, he's going to find Travis Jones across the middle of the field. Wide receiver number 1 is going to come up big here for a first down. Inside the Waco 40. Travis Jones definitely showing off his wide receiver 1 position. Toss play to Ben Bones. He's going to get to the outside. Gain of just 7. Tackled from behind, though. As now, end of the third quarter, the stats just completely lopsided except for the run game. The only equalizer, however, when you have Ben Bones on one side, can you really call it even? 2nd and 3 now. 5 minutes in the game. Nikola keeps it himself. Finds wide open Kaminsky. It's going to be a first down inside the Waco red zone. And all of a sudden, Hamilton looking to strike here. Chester Kaminsky. Another big wide receiver target for Nikola Jokic. 4 receptions on the day. As here we go. He's going to have a heavy blitz come, and he's going to get taken down. He falls forward for only a loss of 2. As now that's going to bring up 2nd and 12 here. Line shifting left. As Nikola Jokic going to have great blocking. Finds Kaminsky to bring up a 3rd and 6 on the 10. Now then, if I'm here, I would probably run it out a pitch left, I would say. Instead, they're going to pass it, and it's going to be incomplete. 4th and 6. It is currently a 3-point ball game, and they are going to send out the field goal unit led by their kicker, Casey Jett. He is currently only 1 for 2 today. Can he make a second? Yes, he can. 2 of 3 on the day to make the lead, 13-7. And just look at that drive. That is a pretty complete drive. As now Waco is going to get the ball with plenty of time on the clock, and it's only a 6-point ball game. So they can take the lead with plenty of time to do so even. However, Hamilton, being described as a well-built machine with lots of talent, one which sparked me to make comparisons to the almighty 19,188 UAB Blazers, arguably the greatest team in sports history, who once owned the entirety of football in their entire country, comprised of one of the most well-built machines ever, as Waco is going to get holding here, and that's going to back them up 10. But that is huge. 1st and 20 from their own 13, as we're going to have to pull away from the 19,188 UAB Blazers here. Peterson dropping back. He's got a man. Bang! And he's going to fumble! Oh my goodness! The wide receiver caught it, got 2 steps, fumbled, and Hamilton falls on it. What a blunder, as now Hamilton gets the football inside the Waco 40. He's going to find Travis Jones. Solid gain of 7, his 6th reception of the game for Travis Jones. Unbelievable. But anyway, we have currently only seen 4 of the 5 players. The 5th one plays on defense, and we just haven't had enough time to showcase him, as Nikola is going to find Travis Jones over the middle of the field for a first down. Nikola Jokic obviously showing that there is a favorite wide receiver, even though in interviews he has said he just likes to find the open man, because a pass will make 2 people happy. As a 1st and 10 at the Waco 25, they're going to give it off to Ben Bones, and he's only going to get 1. As it looks like Hamilton is prepared to start chewing the clock here. Just under 2 minutes left in the game. A field goal here will pretty much all but ice it for Hamilton Nuggets. As here in Hamilton, the crowd will be celebrating endlessly for the day, as they will start their franchise with a win. Ben Bones once again up the middle to make it a 3rd and 7 and another. And never mind, Waco is going to finally use their first timeout of the half. 1:30 left in the game, 3rd and 7. Here we go. Nicola stepping back, throws it over the middle. Travis Jones caught it at the 10. First down, Hamilton. And just like that, with 1:25 left, Hamilton can pretty much all but ice the game as Waco will just call a timeout here and try to do something. 8 receptions for 75 yards here as we're going to hand it off to the Watson, our fullback. As Ben Bones will stay off the rep there as a blocker, and they're going to give it now to Ben Bones, and he is going to get taken down at the line for no gain. However, Waco has run out of timeouts, and we can all chew this clock all the way to end. We're not going to, as Ben Bones is going to take it for 2 yards, and all of a sudden we can no longer just end the game, as we're going to send the field goal unit out. Casey Jett, the 4th position player, as he's going to make a field goal. So maybe a confidence boost, maybe a flex on Waco. Either way, Casey Jett makes a solid 3 field goals on the day, which is always favorable. 3 of 4 and 1 PAT for Jett. And also, if you want to talk about your position players, Nick Navarro coming off as kick returner all time. Kind of a surprise. Did not expect that, but I absolutely love that idea. We will definitely keep him as returner all time, as this game's pretty much over here. And also, if you want to have storylines, Ben Bones and Nikola Jokic. Ben Bones, supposed to be one of the most hyped players in the league around the running back position, was pretty much shut down as really only like 30, 40 yards today. But hopefully he can find his rhythm and get back on top, especially with the quarterback of Nikola Jokic, arguably going into the season the best quarterback in the league. And he showed why people thought that. Truly, one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game, really. And then also, the 5th and final person as the game will end, Joe Jacob, linebacker for Hamilton. Didn't see much of him, however, on the tape probably did. That is your final stats of the game. Thank you. And also now, prepare for the post-game show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the post-game show. Today we had Waco against your Hamilton Nuggets. Now then, the big thing is the 5 players of the team. Nikola Jokic, Ben Bones, Nick Navarro, Joe Jacob, and Casey Jett. Those 5 are your players to watch throughout the season. Nikola Jokic, the team leader. Nick Navarro, the defensive leader. And Casey Jett, the special teams leader, will be incredible to watch. Ben Bones, he didn't have the best of days today, but watch out, he gets going and he's unstoppable. Joe Jacob, didn't see much about him, but playing linebacker, probably won't see much about him, but however, he probably will show up when he is needed. Nikola Jokic, supposed to be the best player in the league. And now then, the Hamilton Nuggets have sparked comparisons to something of a well-built machine. Those exact words coming from teams such as the Bronx Bulldogs. Now then, with these types of comparisons, such as completely loaded with talent, I have made my own comparison, as this team is quite similar to the 19,188 UAB Blazers. It doesn't really help that much considering we have Nick Navarro, the famous for running a 3:53-mile pace throughout the desert of a 5-mile stretch from California to Arizona. However, this is pretty much all for your post-game wrap-up, as pretty much the only thing left is the scores around the league, as we had the Bronx Bulldogs and West Texas Crusaders. Crusaders would win 27-18, and then we had the Montreal Royals against the Carolina Tigers. Tigers take it 7-0. And then we would also have the Cologne against Ottawa Lumberjacks. Ottawa would handily win 24-13. And then finally, Atlanta Gators, Key West. Atlanta won 21-15. And now to end it off, next week, being called what could be Game of the Year, but definitely Game of the Week, your Hamilton Nuggets going into Ottawa to face the Ottawa Lumberjacks. It's going to be a real good game, 1-0 versus 1-0. It will be fun to see this one in action. The top two teams of Division I get to face off in Week 2. Only one can remain undefeated on the season.